Nostalgia, the desperate want for the place that cannot be. Some days the aura of it gets large enough that it is all we see, hear, and feel. Nostalgia brings us back in colorful waves that are strong enough to pull us in when we really only wanted to stand on the shore. They are graceful and majestic, beautiful enough that we could stare at them for hours, but in the same vein can pull us under into a riptide and bring out emotions we either thought we were gone or expected to ignore. Nostalgia is the beautiful pain because you cannot get nostalgic over something that you did not have happy moments in. Kierkegaard regarded nostalgia as a form of despair, an expression of regret for what has been lost, and a fear that it can never be recaptured. He contended that the only way to overcome this despair is to embrace the present and the future to find a meaning in our lives through our own individual choices and actions. It can be hard to look ahead when all we see and yearn for is already gone. Part of the beauty of the past is we know exactly how it looks. It is the opposite of scary, since the ending is already in front of us. We remember the blissful moments and forget that the end does not indeed come. Rather, that ending is what makes it so beautiful in the first place, that it couldn't last forever. Walter Benjamin saw nostalgia as a political problem, whereby people seek to recapture a lost sense of authenticity or tradition, but often only find that nostalgia is misguided. Instead, he poised that the true way to find authenticity is not to look backward, but to create something new in our present moment. We think back on the moments in our lives that seem better than they are today. Often, they have a tinted glow that is faded just enough to make it still feel real. These golden memories, the ones where it hurts to look back on, but also are too amazing to forget, since they are some of the times of our life. The answer to this is that the world is actually in front of us instead of the road that we have previously walked down. Postmodernist Frederick Jameson viewed nostalgia as a symptom of the postmodern condition. He suggested that in a world that is constantly changing and fragmented, people often look back on a past as a way of finding stability and coherence. However, he argued this nostalgia was often a false comfort, and the only way to confront the complexities and contradictions of a postmodern condition was to embrace them fully. Change is intimidating. It is hard to conceive and imagine a world being different than what we know, since we have only began to fathom our current place in it. The nostalgic memories, the moments when we look back, and are simple now since we know the entire story. However, why we live is not to dwell on what we know, but to venture into the unknown, to embrace the change and embrace the result that we cannot yet see. Most importantly, it's a call to enjoy the present moment and not push out nor dwell on the past too hard, because those moments in the now will one day be our future nostalgia. We will look back on today, years from now, and think of today as the time of our lives. Change. Thank you for listening.